What's up? It's yours truly. You're tuned in once again. I'm Tren, your big bro. You know you can count on me. You know you can talk to me about it. It's all good. Listen, I got another exclusive video for you. You tuned in to the famous Living Room Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we do right. I'm so glad to see you right now. I'm so happy that you are here. You about to watch a really exclusive video. I'm about to reveal to you some really profound secret stuff that most people in the world don't even know. Okay? You a chosen one. That's why you watching this video. You a star seed living in a star seed world, co-creating your own reality. Don't you know you've been given the power since you are chosen to co-create your reality? Meaning you don't have to accept reality for what it is. You can co-create it because you chosen to do that. All right. You got to be special to take in this knowledge that I'm talking about right now. Listen. I was just in the shower like an hour ago and I was asleep before that, right? And I just in the shower, you know, the universe always tell me what to talk about and make a video about. So I didn't know what to make a video about today. So I'm like, I speak it into existence. So I say, universe, what do you want me to talk about today? So I'm just sitting there washing myself up with my Dove. So I love Dove. And then the next thing you know, I see the words heaven and hell come across my mind in the screen of my mind. And instantly, I knew that was the topic for today. Listen, I'm about to talk about heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. All right. This is one of the most powerful videos that I've ever made. And I haven't even completed it yet. Out of 1,647 something videos that I got, this is one of my most powerful videos. All right. I don't know who watching this video right now, but your life is going to change. Some of y'all going to experience paradigm shifts after this video. Some of y'all are going to experience miracles that happen in the next 48 to 72 hours. Okay. Some of y'all lives is going to change dramatically because what I'm about to reveal to you is so secret. Okay. It is so secret and sacred. All right. And it's so powerful that half of the whole world, I wouldn't even say half, I'll say more than half of the world don't even know what I'm about to tell you in this video about heaven and hell. All right. Stay tuned through this whole entire video. You don't want to miss a peep of it. Turn the volume all the way up. Yeah, tell your boyfriend, come over here and have a seat with us. OK, listen, I'm about to break it down to you. Y'all been fooled. OK, y'all been lied to. All right. You know why some people are living their best life? You know why some people is extremely wealthy, extremely rich, all right, living a marvelous life. Every time you turn around, they doing something spectacular. They on some type of big vacation trip, enjoying it up. Just, you know, they like me, you know, I'm always traveling nowadays because I'm about to tell you a secret on how we do this stuff, okay? Heaven and hell is not what most people think it is, okay? Heaven and hell is not a place that you just go because you die. And then the universe judges you and tells you, okay, you got to go down to hell because you did bad things on earth, or you got to go to heaven because you actually did good deeds here on earth. Listen, heaven and hell is a state of mind, folks. It's a state of thinking. It's a state of mind. All right. Here in this life right now, we see it all around us. We see people doing stupid acts, okay, getting themselves in trouble. People constantly going in the same repetitive cycle of criminal activity. You see people out here killing people for stupid stuff, okay? We see it all around us. We see chaos out here. Listen, some people is in hell already. And then some people are in heaven, and that negativity will never come into those people's lives. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. Listen, some people is in hell right now. Okay, remember, it's a state of thinking. It's a state of mind. All right. Your mind is God. Okay, this is God. This is the most powerful thing that's in the universe, the brain. Okay, as a matter of fact, your brain is connected to the universe. You don't believe me? Okay. Here's an analogy. If you took your brain out of your skull, okay, what would you see out your eyes? Would you see the same thing? Would you see Trenius here on this screen? No, you would not see me. It's your brain, okay? I'm basically like inside of your brain, okay? And I'm going to tell you, see, it gets deep. It gets deep, right? Listen. Once upon a time, I used to live in what I call hell, okay? Because I couldn't control the way I think. My mind was controlling me, but I didn't know that the mind actually can control your behavior, can control the things that you say. Your mind can control what you do. Yes, your mind controls your vehicle, your temple. All right. How many of you know that when you in the air on an airplane, the pilot is not driving the airplane the whole time. The pilot is only driving the airplane when it's taking off and when it's landing. In the air, the airplane is on autopilot, okay? The brain of the airplane is controlling the direction and the course of the plane. So when you see the plane turning and doing all that in the air, it ain't the pilots that's doing it. Now, they dead just in case they need to override and do it manually. But the pilots are not necessarily driving the airplane, okay? It's on autopilot. The brain of the system is driving the plane. Okay, just imagine how many plane accidents there would be if pilots was actually driving planes like cars. The same way people crash, okay? And it's the same way with your brain. Listen. Get this video a thumbs up because it's about to change your life. Listen. If you can set your brain to an autopilot mode to where it works for you, you will begin to experience heaven on earth, okay? You will begin to attract everything that you desire, everything that you always wanted. You will see how easy it is to obtain because you know how to use your brain. All right. Like I said, that's one thing that I didn't realize. Like I'm a Christian dude. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in church and religion and stuff like that. And I was studying. I was an avid listener of what was being spoken in the messages and whatnot. But something just never set right. Every time I would try to study this stuff behind closed doors, something about religion with me never really set right. I knew it was something missing. I knew what it was internally, but it wasn't being explained to me in the way that I can understand it. You understand? And that's usually the problem with most of the people that's trying to get like any type of spiritual knowledge. You probably just not listening to the right person. All right. You probably ain't listening to Trent. Trent can break it down for you. Make sure y'all share this video when it's over because it's so powerful. Listen. So I figured it out. Okay, I figured it out when I started learning about the law of attraction. I'm like, that word attraction, now that's a word that really resonates with me. Don't the word attraction just resonates with you? You just like, yo, okay, I can do that. Like, that makes sense to me. You mean to tell me all I got to do is just change the way I'm thinking and I can have that? Okay, I can have that. All I got to do is just change the way I think? Okay, got you. What they do that at? It's easy. You know what I mean? What they do that at? Okay, we can do that. And so one thing I started to do was I started to change the way I was thinking because I realized that my mind was keeping me in hell. My mind was keeping me broke. My mind was keeping me mad at people. My mind was making me blame people for the way I was living. My mind was doing that. See, half of the time, the things that you're doing right now and the reason why you're not where you want to be right now is not because you don't want to be there. No, take notice of that. Really, really soak that in real quick. It's not that you don't want to be where you need to be, right? You know what you want. You know what you got the potential to do. You know who you were created to be. You know what you desire to have. But just ask yourself, why is it that you cannot get there? Why is it? Why does it feel prolonged? You know, why does it always feel like something that's just way out far-fetched, way away from you? That's because you have yet to reprogram your mind so that your mind can bring it to you, okay? You have to learn how to work the what's they call that thing in the studio? You have to work the soundboard of your mind and adjust the volumes and the notes in your mind, and then your mind will play the right sound. Your mind will attract the perfect things to you in divine timing. It always works. But see, that's the problem with most people. Most people live in hell. Okay, because their mind controls them and they are stuck there. They don't know how to get out. Okay, you ever met a person like when you started to explain things to them? Excuse me. You ever met a person and you started to explain things to them and it's like you can't even really give them your opinion without them being in opposition to you. You know, people like that. It's like everything you say, they always tell you that it's wrong, or they always tell you that's not right, or you shouldn't do that, or, you know, they always tell you what they think is best for you versus like actually just being relaxed, being calm, listen to what you have to say, taking in what you have to say, understanding you, okay? Actually, you know, piggybacking off of what you said. You wonder why some people can't do that? Some people don't know how to have understanding of others. It's because they living in a part of hell in their mind, to where it's like they're self-centered, okay, where they only can see their own thinking is right. Okay, that's just a part of hell in their mind, where they can't be open-minded. Okay, they can't be open-minded because they're trapped in a part of hell in their mind. Okay, listen, your mind has many different compartments and departments in it. All right, hell can be in many different departments of your mind. All right, but you just have to be able to recognize which part of you is still in hell and which parts of you are in heaven. Okay, because you're not going to live the life that you want to live until you are able to get your mind to think like heavenly thoughts. That's why they call it Christ consciousness. Everybody look for God on some type of throne out here in space and stuff like that. Everybody, listen, when you become Christ consciousness, basically it's like the universe is saying, when you become Christ consciousness, you become God. God gets made in the image of you. So meaning that you have the power, the same power of God, okay, to be able to rearrange and bring things in the universe to you when you Christ consciousness. Okay, but it's a lot of people that can't do that, man. It's a lot of people that can't get into the heaven on earth phase of their life because they are constantly giving in to their hellish thoughts. Their mind has them programmed. Their mind has them doing negative actions. It ain't that people want to be bad. It's just that they don't know how to use their mind. Listen, man, if you continuously do something every single day, like repeatedly do it, you ain't even got to remind yourself to do it no more. Your mind is collecting that data and it's going to bring it back up. Why you think people got habits? Why you think people are addicted to stuff and stuff like that? Like some people can't stop smoking cigarettes and, some people are addicted to this, addicted to that. It ain't that they don't want to quit. They always tell you they want to quit. The reason why they can't quit is because their mind has control of them. See, that's why I'm telling y'all. That's why we talk about affirmations and stuff, because you got to continuously reprogram your mind in order to get out of hell. Get out of your mind controlling you, okay? Your mind ain't doing nothing but giving you what you have been speaking into existence and what you constantly be thinking about. That's all it do. It just continuously play the same notes for you that you are giving into all the time, okay? Your mind will remind you need to smoke. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. You need to smoke. You smoking now. Why are you smoking? Because your mind is reminding you it's 5 o'clock. You just got off the phone. You normally smoke when you get off the phone. Oh, you just ate a meal. Oh, time for you to go outside and take a smoke break. Your mind is constantly telling you to smoke. You don't want to keep smoking. Your mind telling you to keep smoking, and you can't control it. That's why it's all about reprogramming your mind. Reprogramming your mind. Realize that your mind can keep you in hellish ways of living if you do not change your thinking. Okay? That's how I became who I am today, where I'm at. Man, I'm living so much heavenly lifestyle that is crazy. I'm getting better. I'm getting better with it. I mean, look, I'm wearing white. I mean, you know what I mean? Somebody turn the AC on. It's getting a little hot up in here, man. But listen, I realized this truth on my journey. And so I began to use my brain, okay, in the way that it serves me, not works against me. I changed my thoughts. I rewired my thinking. Everything that I was taught as a kid, it was cool. People did the best they can to raise Tren. But Tren awakened and figured out that I don't want to live those thoughts. I'm going to reprogram my brain. I'm going to rewire my brain. And I'm going to start doing the things that I want to do. Matter of fact, y'all need to read that book. It's one of my favorite books. I'm going to put it in the comment section down there. You can click the link and go buy it. It's by Dr. Caroline Leaf. It's called Who Switched Off Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. Buy that book today. Another book that you can buy that will help you be able to rewire your brain and your thinking is The Miracle Power of Your Mind by Joseph Murphy. I'm going to put them books in the very bottom in the comment section. Y'all need to get them books, man, for real. I read both of those books and they helped me out greatly. But anyway, and this is how I'm going to tell you a little bit of how you reprogram your mind. This is what you got to do. Okay. You gotta constantly be aware of the things that you say. You got to be aware of the actions that you're doing. you got to be aware of what you're constantly sitting around thinking about. Okay, those are the 3 key elements to reprogramming your brain. I'm gonna say that one more time. You got to be aware of what you're saying at your mouth right here. This is the master manifest of the mouth. Be aware of what you're saying. Okay, be aware of what you're doing, the actions that you're doing every single day, because you ain't doing nothing but what your brain is telling you to do, because it's programmed. All right. And what you're constantly sitting around dwelling on all the time, what you're constantly thinking about all the time. Those are the 3 key elements to reprogramming your brain. OK, now what you want to do is, if you can proudly sit here and say, you know what, I'm not in full 100% heaven thoughts yet. OK, I'm not there yet. Like I feel like my brain is controlling me. If you got enough humility to be able to say that, then I'm talking to you. Good job. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if that's you. Be completely honest, man. I'm here to help you. I'm your big brother. I'm Trenius. Okay? That's what I had to do. I had to say, okay, it's not them. It's not the world. It's me. Okay? I have to self-develop. I have to reprogram. And so you got to watch what you say. Okay? This is one of the things that I used to do real bad. It's a lot of people that do this, but they don't know they're doing it. A lot of people are speaking thoughts of negativity out their mouth all the time because their brain is telling them to say it. You know what I mean? Their mind is telling them to say this because it sounds cool, or it makes you feel like being a victim will get you some type of reward. You know, some people speak negativity over other people, and some people will flip out on you and start cursing you out. Why are they doing this? Why do people flip on you and shit like that for no reason and shit? And then they try to apologize the next day. It's because they yet to control their own brain. They subconscious mind. It's parts in their subconscious mind that they have yet to control. You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I used to do all the time. I used to speak negative things into my life, failing to realize that it was only manifesting. Okay. And then another thing you got to constantly do is this is the part that is really hard. Okay. When you sitting around and you ain't got nothing to do and you just thinking about shit, ladies, I'm talking to y'all on this one. Okay, y'all know y'all the biggest assumption makers. Okay, y'all the biggest imaginary users on the planet. Okay, women and men. Okay, but listen, y'all gotta stop sitting around dwelling on negative thinking about things that are not even really true. All right, most of the time when you sitting around dwelling on stuff, you gotta be careful, because half of the things that your imagination is bubbling up, like every second you thinking like a million thoughts every second, yo. You know what I mean? But one thing you got to keep in mind is that you are listening to your beliefs when you are sitting around dwelling on your thinking. Okay, you are listening to what you believe when you're sitting around dwelling on what you're thinking. And if you're smart, and if you are aware, and if you know how to reprogram your mind, what you will do is you will recognize that you are sitting around thinking about negative things. Okay, that's the only thing you got to do. You gotta fish for your thoughts. You got to catch the negative fish, pull them out your water. Okay, you got to go get the weeds out your garden. You got to pluck them up. Okay, you got to realize that's not who you are. That does not get you to where you need to go. Okay, the only way you're going to make it to success is if you clean up your brain of negative thoughts, toxic thinking. Okay, and you start thinking in the heavenly thoughts. You start speaking things that are great about yourself. You start saying talking about all the beautiful things that's going on in your life. That's the only way you're going to be able to get out of the hell pits of your mind. Okay? You got to self-realize. That's why they call it self-realization. You got to realize that it ain't nothing but yourself that's keeping you where you at. That's it. It's just yourself. Self-realize that you creating this shit, because starseeds constantly co-create their own reality. I told y'all this is going to be one of the most powerful videos that I ever made. Make sure you speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below so we can let the YouTube algorithm know this is a powerful video. Share this video today. All right. Smash that like button. Everybody do it. Okay. So that's heaven and hell, yo. That's heaven and hell. You ain't got to wait till you die. Don't nobody want to wait on death to experience the great life and to go to hell. They can go to hell with that philosophy. You know, we want to live the greatest life now. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you transform your negative thinking into positive thinking. Okay, you got to start thinking positive about yourself. No longer can you be talking to yourself when you behind closed doors. Oh, I don't look good. Oh, I'm too fat. Oh, I'm too slim. People don't like me. Man, that's your best attribute. Your flaws is the reason what make you unique. Your flaws is what make you unique. You know, I used to be adamant about the way my jaw structure is, my jawline, but I started to say, damn, some people like that shit. Like some people like that I talk to the left a little bit. Like, damn, okay, I love it. You know what I mean? You got to start learning to love who you are as an individual. What people told you was their opinion. Remember, some people can tell you negative hell thoughts, and it could come as an opinion on you. But the reason why they see you in that light, the reason why people can't see you and talk great about you is because they got negative mindset. Some people that you love the most, and the reason why they not uplifting you and motivating you is because they can't. They still in hell. You trying to go to heaven, they still in hell. That's why some people can't connect with you. You gonna come up when you in heaven, when your mind is reprogrammed and you start to think positive thoughts, bro, you're gonna get around people that's still in hell with their words, their mind, their thoughts, their beliefs. They still think negative. They still throwing temper tantrums. They still talking shit. They still haters. They still jealous. They still envious. The girl still spiteful. She's still mad at you for no reason. Why? It ain't because she don't like you, because that's the problem. She likes you. She want to be like you. But the problem is the girl is in hell because her mind is controlling her actions. So a lot of people, when you start to change, when you start to get into this heavenly thinking, okay, when you start to change, you're going to start to see your life begin to align up with what you're thinking. Once again, your mind is God. You got the mind of God. You become Christ consciousness. You basically start controlling shit. That's why they call it Christ consciousness. That's what Christ was doing. That's what the symbology represents. Christ consciousness was controlling shit. Changing water to wine. Doing all kind of shit. That's what will begin to happen. You will begin to reconnect and reestablish your divine true nature, which is being connected to the universe. And you will see that shit begins to attract to you based on what you thinking in your mind. You think good thoughts. You think you rich, you think you wealthy, you think you the shit, you think you great at whatever you do. Man, the universe gonna start reflecting that through people. People gonna start telling you great. You gonna start winning everything. You can go to the fair and play a basketball game. You shoot all the damn basketballs in the damn basket. You know what I mean? They gonna be like, damn. People gonna be like, yo, there's something about you, bro. You the man, ain't you? You look good. You smell good. He smells good. He looks good. He's attractive, not because anything in the physical. He's attractive because in the spiritual, he's in heaven, mentally, emotionally in heaven. This shit get deep. I can go on and on and on and on about this whole heaven and hell topic in your mind, okay? You got to become heaven in your emotions. You got to stop letting your emotions be negative. You got to stop lashing out at people and just starting fights. Your mind can be in hell through your emotions. Like if you let your emotions controlling you, if your emotions controlling you and you just acting on your emotions, you still partially in hell, especially if you acting in a negative emotion. Okay, listen. Once again, I'm about to end it out like this. But the only way you're gonna be able to change your life and start living the life that you want to live is when you be able to reprogram your mind from thinking negative, toxic thoughts, okay, into thinking positive, fruitful thoughts. All right, and then everything in your life will align up to your brain and become a reflection of what you think out of your mind. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people can't understand me, bro, because I'm there. Like I'm literally creating my reality. I'm a starseed, dog. And they don't understand how I do this shit. Bro, I control my thoughts. I control my emotions. I control my mind. I control my words. I control my behaviors. I recognize if I'm sitting around talking shit about myself in my brain without even talking. I can recognize that. And I'll say and speak over that thing. I say, no. I'm a great person. Everything goes right for me. I speak these affirmations constantly into your life. Speak these affirmations constantly into your life. Every time you start thinking something negative about yourself, put an affirmation using the master manifester into the universe. Nah, I don't smoke. As soon as you light that damn cigarette, nah, I don't smoke. You know what I mean? As soon as you pop that bottle of liquor, you know what I mean? Because everybody be calling you an alcoholic. Just pour your damn liquor, right? Pour your liquor, but say, I don't drink. You're speaking that affirmation into the universe. Guess what? It's going to be eventually your subconscious mind is going to be playing on autopilot. And then it's going to start making you not even go buy it because you have reprogrammed it. You know how to control the levels on the soundboard to get the tones right. All right, I told y'all this. I told y'all. This is the difference between heaven and hell, bro. This is the difference. That's it. It's a good life. It's a good life. Somebody, y'all took the AC on? Okay, I see it's on 69. It feel good. I told y'all, man. I was gonna give y'all them gems and them sapphires and them rubies. I told y'all, man. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all subscribe. I went off for y'all 25 minutes today, man. Getting longer and longer, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all all day, boy. Make sure if you want to talk to me, set up a session with me, okay? Be open-minded, all right? If you need a video chat from me, you want me to answer one of your questions, go to Wizio, click that link, and I will send you a video response of a question that you might have. I'll give you the answer to it, okay? Click that link at the very bottom. Shouts out to y'all out there. Stay positive, man. This is the difference between heaven and hell. So from now on, after this video, make sure that you watch what you're doing. Watch your behaviors. Watch the things that you're saying, because it's either heaven things that you're doing or hellish things that you're doing. And remember, the brain is just recording everything that you're doing and replaying that shit back to you an hour after, the next day after, so that you can do it over and over and over again. That's all the brain is here for. The mind of God. All right? Make sure that you subscribe to my channel right there by clicking my face icon if you're new to my whole channel. And make sure that you hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time Trend upload a powerful video like these two right here every single day. All right, with that being said, man, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.